Okay, the next step is we're going to put the new tire on. We're just going to pretend we're going to use the same tire on this, but we have to put a new tire on. And so what you do is you do not need the spoon any longer to put a tire on. So I'm going to put this back in its spot. It's right there on the side of the machine, just like that. I'm going to take the new tire. I'm going to set it up here on top of the rim like that. And I'm going to soap up both sides of the tire beads, both beads on each side. And I make sure I get a nice good soapy, because I don't want to ruin a brand new tire and tear a bead. And once you tear a bead, that's it. That tire's done. You can't fix it. You got to get a new one. So I'm going to soap those up. I'm going to take my tire. I'm going to set it off to the side a little bit of the rim, because I'm going to swing this into the center of the tire, just like that. And then I'm going to take the bead on the bottom bead, and it's going to go over the ducktail and under the head. Okay, so it's got to over the tail and under the head, and it just sits on an angle, just like this. And then I'm going to kind of push it this way so that it goes onto the rim. And once I do that, I make sure I'm on the ducktail and under the head. I'm going to rotate it. And watch your fingers. Don't get your fingers in the way. Now I'm on, that back bead's on. I'm going to put the top bead on. Same thing. I've got to go over the duck bill, or over the duck tail and under the duck head, the duck bill. Remember the ridge. The ridge down there is going to have, this bead's got to go underneath that. So I've got to push this down and keep it down in this spot. I got to hold this spot down and not let go of this one spot while it's spinning. So that means I'm going to push, my arms are going to go over this way, okay? And while I'm pushing down, so it stays under there. And then it'll grab this rim and go on. And then you're going to hit the rotate button once you're ready. And you follow it all the way around, just like that. And then that way it goes on just right. And then you're going to release your clamp up here. This is going to pop up the duck bill. Going to pull this out of the way. Your air nozzle's right here. And then you're going to put the air nozzle on. I like to put it on before I put the core in, because you can get more air into it faster. Because what we have to do is we have to seat this tire on the rim, and we want as much air pressure in there to get it to grab the seal. Sometimes these won't seal, so what you do is you lift it up and you seal the top by hand like this. So you kind of move it back and forth, and if you get that top stuck on there like that, then let go, and if it'll stay, you hit the air. The air nozzle here is on the floor on this side. Halfway down airs up the tire. If I go all the way down, it shoots jets underneath the tire that are going to, on the bottom side, it's going to go inside the bead like this on the bottom, and it's going to pump air inside of this to make the tire expand like a balloon real fast. And so what that does is that allows that bead to get seated on. Sometimes tires don't go on very good, and so they're hard to get on, especially when they're brand new. And so what you do is you push that all the way down, and it shoots that air up in there, seats the bead, and now I push it halfway, and it'll air up the tire. Then you're going to wait until all this bead comes up right around here. You hear that pop? You got to make sure you have your safety glasses on, because that's going to have dirt that's going to go into your face if you don't have your glasses on. And then we're going to just air this up a little bit. And then you take your tool and your valve core and you set it up so that it'll stay in the tool like this. I got it so I can do it with one hand and just a finger, just like that. And I put it on there and I hold it. It's got to be on a certain way, otherwise it'll fall off. And then I take the air off and I stab the core back into the stem. Just like that, and you tighten it down, twist it in till it's snug. You don't want to go crazy with it, just snug it up. And then you release your clamps down here on the left, push it all the way down and let go. Just like that. And then it comes off, and there you go. That is how you do unmount and mount a tire. Bam shabam.